Good day to each and every one of you again. In my previous video, I mentioned that I switched companies. I'm currently on board in a very small ship. So my previous ships and my previous contracts, I was on a VLCC, which has 160,000 gross tonnage. But now I'm in a 7,000 gross tonnage ship. So there's a huge difference, of course, not only in size but also in the equipment. So enough of that. In this video, I'll be giving you a tour of our engine room here in the 7,000 gross tonnage ship. So of course, the same with my previous engine room tour, we'll start from the top and we'll move our way to the bottom. Of course, from the top we have our funnel. So we have here our funnel and the funnel damper operating valve, which will, if I open this, it will close the dampers of the funnel. And here's our muster station during emergencies. And close to that is our FREEFALL lifeboat. And we have here our Monkey Island in this part, and of course our bridge. What looks inside the engine casing. Yes, it's a bit small because of course our ship is also small. And here is our oxygen and acetylene cabinets. And here we have the MOB boat, or the man overboard boat. So you can see that this ship is quite old because we have still an MOB and a FREEFALL lifeboat. Because in the best of my knowledge, in newer ships they don't have these boats. They only have David boats in port side and in starboard, and one of them will be designated as a rescue boat. But in this case, in my ship right now, so we have a FREEFALL lifeboat for abandoning all of the crew in the ship, and we have a man overboard boat, which is used to rescue someone who has gone overboard or someone who is not part of the crew that needs to be rescued. It's quite noisy outside. So in this room we have the emergency generator room, which houses, of course, the emergency generator. And here is the poop deck. So from poop deck to the bridge, it's like only 4 stories high. Unlike in a VLCC, if I remember correctly, from poop deck or main deck to the bridge is like 7 stories high. So anyway, we'll now be entering the engine room. So we'll start here. It's the AIRCON room. AC compressor, the unit. And here we have our UV sterilizer. So this is where we change, engine crew change. Beside it is the foam room, which has the foam tank, of course, and the foam liquid pump. In here we have some spares. Our storeroom for the rest of our spares. A converter room for our cargo pumps. Which is of course remotely controlled, and the CCR. In here, before entering the engine control room, we have our incinerator room. So this is our incinerator, our service tanks, our diesel tank. But the great thing about this ship that I've been is we don't operate our incinerator because we are mainly traveling from UK to Rotterdam. So most of our garbage is landed. But the incinerator is working, and we are testing a few alarms every now and then. So this is our engine control room, and beside it is our electrical store. So we have here, of course, our computers, our main switchboard, group panels, our 220 volt consumers list. And here we have our main engine control console, alarm monitors, and remote control of various necessary pumps. And on the aft part of the engine control room is the boiler room, which houses the boiler feed water tank, of course the boiler control consoles, the starters for our aft mooring winches, and our FREEFALL and MOB crane. In here we have our two boilers, number 2 and number 1. And here we have our two nitrogen compressors. So in this ship we have the nitrogen or N2 system. In my previous ship in a VLCC we have the IG or inert gas system. Beside it are the pumps for the exhaust gas economizer, the thermal boiler circulating pumps, our hot water calorifier, and the area where I came down a while ago was the workshop. From here on out, it's all engine. So as you heard, outside is a little bit noisy because generators are running. So we're now here inside the steering gear room. I'm sorry for the video. I already tried to adjust the settings, but it's still keeping that kind of thing. So I'll just make it quick here in the steering gear room. So in here we have our emergency reserve tank for the steering gear. Here we have our hydrofor tank, our hydrofor pumps, our filters for our water, and of course the freshwater tank starboard and port. In here we have the valves and actuators for our water mist system, and this is the pump, and below that here is the suction valve for the water mist freshwater pump. And now it's gonna get noisy again outside in the generator platform, so just follow through my tour. Inside the separator room, it's a little bit less noisy. So we have 4 kinds of separators. One is the MGO separator, which I made a video on the overhauling. We have 2 FO separators, and we have 1 LO separator. Of course, these are the septic tanks for our fuel. And these are our heat pumps and booster pumps for the main engine. It's not in use anymore because all of our fuel systems have switched to DO fuel, DO or diesel oil. And here we have our HT pump and our HT cooler, and this is the top of our main engine, our cute main engine compared to the VLCC engine that I wrote a few months back. So this is our unit. Valve for the seawater cooling, freshwater generator, overboard valve for the bilge, black water, and gray water. So as you can see here, below is our shaft generator. So in this ship we have 3 generators, 2 diesel generators, and 1 shaft generator. We'll be going down to the bottom platform. So a while ago, that's the shaft generator. And here we have our reduction gearbox. As you can see, this one is from the crankshaft of the main engine, silent. And then this is the propeller. water pump, some fire LGS pump, some liquid pump, of course our MDO and HFO transfer pumps. Here we have the motors of the ballast pump, the sewage pump, sludge pump, main cooling seawater pump, our lube oil filters, the lube oil purifier feed pump, CBC filter feed pump. So the normal pumps are all located on the bottom platform. Of course, are also backwash filter of the lube oil cooler, which is fresh water tube, our lube oil standby pump. And that's pretty much it. So this is just the starboard side. So that's pretty much it. And of course our emergency exit. So I'm now back here in the engine control room. So that's about it. That's the tour of our whole engine room. Yes, it's quite small, but everything is going on so smoothly here. Oh, there's one more thing that I forgot. I'll just show you the top part of the boiler. We have number 1 and number 2 boiler. We can see the expansion tank for an LT freshwater or low temperature freshwater. If you have any questions, don't forget to ask them. There are some new machineries here, new theories, new principles. By the way, our boiler here is thermal oil. It's same as the water tube boiler, but instead of boiling water, thermal oil is boiled, which is then used to heat up various tanks and of course for industrial purposes. Unlike the water tube boiler, which produces steam, so this one, thermal oil is heated. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.